place that we hunted last year and saw a bunch of good deer. And what had happened, we really just got in there starting to figure it out, and we knew we had a lot to learn. So we spent a lot of time in here and in March scouting, doing stuff like that. Today we're doing the same thing out here scouting. We hung a stand on a place we knew was good, and we wanted to come in here and nail down kind of more what these deer were doing. And this is exactly what we were looking for and what we talk about with access all the time. This is such a good example of access, we had to show it. So what you got is a dead on buck bed, and this is a good sized bed. I don't know if you can tell this from the camera, but this is a dang good sized bed. You can see all the rubs coming out of it. There's no other beds around it. It's completely by itself, and the deer is facing down this way. Well, what I know is from hunting all fall that most of the time, no matter what the wind's doing, the weatherman says it is, most of the time it's coming over this hill. So this little point right here is leeward, and he can smell anything coming over that hill, he's good. So his back is to that because his nose is covering him there. His eyes are this way. And so anything coming up this holler, coming out of this thicket, coming down that hill, he's gonna pick up on it pretty quick. So he is absolutely bulletproof right here. We did this luckily and didn't know, but we were hunting coming up from the other side because that was our best access, and we never come to the ridge. If you're ever hunting and you're slipping in somewhere, stay off the ridges. That is A1 day one. Number one, the bucks ain't gonna be there much, and number two, you're just gonna get picked off. And if we would have walked up that ridge to hunt that stand, and you can see right back through there, he can see every bit of that ridge. But if we come just like we did and hunt just over that hill, there was a hot white and a hot chestnut just over that hill. So what happened was, on a good calm day, which is what it was, we come up with thermals dropping off the other side, got in that stand right there, hunted those chestnuts coming in. This buck got up from this bed, went across, and ended up right over there. Now, he may not have been in this exact bed that we were in, but the bucks we saw were doing this exact same thing. And I bet you $1 if you got to this other point, it's going to be something similar here. But this just goes to show you can see the way the buck's bedding. He's facing this way. He's got the wind coming up over here. He's got his eyes over here. He's golden. There's feed trees in different directions. And now how this is valuable for me is I know this bed is here. We found another one earlier in the day, just over there. Looks very similar, sets up the same. Now when we come back and we say, hey, here's a hot feed tree. Now we correlate these with these beds and this wind's directions and say, hey, there's a decent chance. Not gonna be 100%, maybe it's like a 15%, but there's a decent chance this buck is bedding in this area somewhere. And if he is, he's gonna be hitting that chestnut or he's gonna be hitting that white. And if I've got a wind that gives him some advantage to go into those, I know I've got a high probability right there. So just a really good example. It sets up so perfect that we had to make a video real quick. I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna ease back out here, find some more, do a little bit more scouting, but man, get out there.